Hi everyone! So today we're going to be doing a 30-minute bar Pilates workout. All you're going to need is a mat, some space around you, and a bar or a chair works perfectly fine. Ideally you want it to be about hip height. I'm tall and this is all I got, so we're going to go with it. Make your way to the center of the mat in first position with your toes pointing out and your heels together. We're going to take a deep breath, reach toward the sky, come up onto those toes, gently lower and lower those arms down. You want to inhale on the way up and exhale on the way back down. We're going to do a couple more of these. Move your feet to about a little more than shoulder width apart. We're going to take a deep breath and reach over to that right side of the mat. Focus on keeping that pelvis tucked so you feel the stretch in your side oblique. Let's do one more on each side. For this next exercise, you can grab the chair if you want a little bit of extra balance, or you can do it without the chair. So what we're going to do, we're going to reach up with our arms and we're going to kick our leg forward with a slight bend. I'll show you from the side. If you're doing this right, you should really feel a nice stretch in your glutes. One more on each side. Here we're going to move into a wide second position, so those toes are still going to be turned out, but your feet are going to be a bit further apart here. You can grab your chair. We're going to squat down and up. Keep those knees pointed out over your toes. Make sure that your pelvis is tucked under. You really don't want to be sticking out your butt for these. You want to have a nice, long, straight line down your back. All right, last one. We're going to come back down into that squat, and now we're just going to pulse it out. So keep that same squat position, but we're just going to move up and down just a few inches here. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, stay down in that squat position. We're going to lift those heels and lower those heels. On your next one, stay up on those toes and see if you can squat down a bit lower for these pulses. Again, just moving a few inches here. Last one, try to hold it low in that squat. All right, you can lower those heels and stand it back up. We're gonna go into a demi-plie with a tendu. So we're gonna go into that squat again, and when you pop up, you're gonna point that right toe out to the side. You can circle your right arm if you want. Make sure that you're not putting any weight on that toe. On this next plie, we're gonna add a bit of a kick. So plie, point that toe, kick it out to the side. And don't worry about how high you can kick your leg here. It's really not about flexibility. Trust me, I'm not very flexible. It's really just about engaging that side oblique and that quad to lift your leg without using momentum. On the next rep, we're going to go straight from that plie into a kick. We're skipping the tendu altogether. You have 2 more. Okay, bring those feet together. For this next exercise, we're going to kick our right foot out to the side. You can place your hand on your hip here or out in front of you. That's really up to you. So you want to keep a micro bend in that standing leg. You don't want to hyperextend it or straighten it all the way, because you really want to keep that standing leg engaged as well. Last kick. Now go ahead and extend that right leg out, and we're going to pulse it up and down. So you're not going to let it rest on the floor, you're going to keep it up. We'll rest in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower that foot down, shake it out. I'm sorry to say we do have to do this all on the other side. So You can move that chair to the other side of the mat, or you can just flip. I'm just moving my chair so you can see me. We're going to start out by getting back into a wide second position. Again, you can grab that chair for balance. We're going to squat it down and up. Now's your chance to add that ballet arm if you want to. Here's your friendly reminder to keep those knees pointed out over your toes. If you feel like you can't do that, it might be because your toes are turned out a bit too much. So you can turn them in a bit so that your knees are pointed out over them. On your next plie, you're going to hold that position and pulse it out. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low in that plie position for heel raises. Bring them up and down. On your next raise, hold that position. See if you can come down a bit further. We're going to pulse here. Nice and small. Keep those heels up as high as you can. Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower those heels and slowly stand it back up. Take a little bit of time here to wiggle it out and catch your breath. We're going to make our way back into that plie tendu. So you're going to squat and point that toe. Really think about using your inner thighs to zip it back up into that standing position. Okay, it's time to add that kick back in. So let's plie, tendu the foot, kick it up, bring it down, and go back into that plie. On this next one, we're skipping that tendu. So plie, kick it straight up. This is your final one. All right, bring those feet together. Make your way back to your bar chair for those side leg raises. Something to keep in mind whenever you're using a bar is it's not there to support you necessarily. It's more just there for balance, so you don't want to be holding onto it for dear life. Just a gentle grip is perfectly fine. On your next raise, keep your leg up. We're going to pulse it out in this position. Last one, see if you can hold it there for a few seconds. And lower. I'm going to move my chair back again so you can see me, but again, it really doesn't matter where yours is, it can stay put. Here, we're going to be facing the bar with your feet together, pointed forward. On our toes, we're going to lift and lower. Think about squeezing your legs together as you're pushing up so it's not just your calves engaged here. On your next raise, you're going to stay up on those toes and squat down. Make sure that your knees are together on this one and that your heels are off the mat. Come down one more time and hold that squat with your heels up. We're going to pulse it out, so stay as low as you possibly can and just move a few inches. Couple more here. Stay low in that squat position. Extend that left foot out to the side, bring it in, and extend that right leg to the side. Really try to stay low and keep your body at the same level the whole time. One more on each side. All right, go ahead and extend that left leg out and pulse it up and down in this position. Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it in. We're going to do the same on the right. Extend that right leg out and pulse. Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it in. Lower down onto your heels. Let's do a quick stretch here. Extend that left foot back. Try to ground your left heel down for a nice calf stretch. Let's do the same on the other side. Okay, bring it back in. For this next exercise, you're going to want to lean forward a bit and grab onto that bar with both hands. With your foot flexed and your knee bent, lift up that left foot. We're going to press our foot up towards the ceiling behind us. So bring it up and tuck it in. Last one. Now we're going to hold it straight up towards the sky and we're going to pulse it out behind us. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left knee in to meet the other. We're going to bring it out toward the side now. Keeping your left knee in line with your standing knee, we're going to raise it up and lower it down. Once again, you should have a slight bend in that standing knee. One more full raise. Now we're going to bring it up and hold it there for a pulse. You're pulsing up and up and up. Nice job. Keep it going. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower your left knee down and extend your left foot behind you with the pointed toe. We're going to raise our left foot and place it down. Really focus on not relying on momentum here. Your booty and your hamstring should be doing all the lifting, not your back. Last one. For our next exercise, we're going to be tracing an arc with our left foot. So swing it out to your left side, point it toward the ground, swing it back and around toward the right side. Try to keep your left leg straight and pointed through this exercise. Last time to the left and to the right. Go ahead and place that left foot down onto the ground. Take a well-deserved stretch here. Once again, we have to do this on the other side. So I'm going to move my chair and we're going to do all of that, but with our right leg. And here's your designated time for a hair check. Always got to make sure it looks cute throughout the workout. Now that that's taken care of, we're going to put our hands back onto that bar. Bring that right foot behind you with the flexed foot and a bent knee and press up toward the ceiling. This is your last one before we hold it and pulse. Hold it up there and pulse, pulse. ahead and lower your right knee. We're bringing it up to the side now, so bring it up and down. Try to keep a 90-degree angle in your right knee. Just 2 more. On your next one, keep it up into that lift and pulse. You have 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Point that right toe back, get ready to lift and lower. This is your last one, and then we're going into our arcs. Starting by crossing it behind to the left side and extending it out to the right side. Final time to the left and to the right. Go ahead and bring that right foot in, shake it out. We're now going to move into our arm section, so we are done with this chair for the rest of class. You can get rid of it. Make your way down into a seated position. You can sit in crisscross applesauce for this one, or you can sit on your knees like I am here, but I prefer to be sort of standing up on my knees because then my core is a bit more engaged. Now we're going to raise our arms into a ballet first position, so this is going to look a bit rounded like you're holding a big basket. Keep a long neck and keep your shoulders away from your head. We're going to lift our arms up and lower them down. Since we aren't using weights, you're going to need to create your own resistance, so really focus on engaging your shoulders, engaging your biceps, your triceps. You really want to think about using every muscle in your arm on this one, as well as your core, because you really don't want to be splaying your ribs out and arching your back either. This is your last one right here. Bring those hands into that center first position. We're going to bring them out to our side and back. And we're going to move into a ballet circle. You're going to bring your arms into that first position, raise them up overhead, lower them down to your side, and do that again. Let's do one more of these. Then we're going to keep those arms extended out to the side, bring our right arm in front, and then our left. Your shoulders are probably starting to feel it by now. Try to keep them up. Don't let them rest. This is the good zone right here. Okay, last two. Bring those arms out to the side. We're going to pump them up and down, alternating our palms facing up and down. Last couple here. Now bring those arms into a W position. We're going to reach our right arm overhead, pull it down, Reach our left arm overhead, pull it down. Keep alternating sides. Last one on the left and on the right. Go ahead and let those arms down. Let's take a deep breath. Roll those shoulders back. We're now moving on to our final series, which is going to be an ab series. So make your way down to your mat. From that seated position, we'll roll down slowly with a curve in our back. We're going to go into our single leg stretch here. So extend your left leg out. Tuck in your right knee, curl up your head and shoulders into a crunched position. When you're ready, lift that left leg up and alternate tucking in your knee. Now to advance this, rather than tucking your knee in, you can straighten it up toward the sky. So just as I'm doing here, you can grab somewhere along your leg, wherever you can reach. Your thigh is fine, or your calf. Keep that lower back onto the mat and that head and shoulders up off the mat. Another thing to think about is not keeping that neck too tense. You want to have some space between your chin and your chest. Okay, bring that left foot up to meet your right foot. Extend your arms straight over you. We're going to move into a regular scissor kick here. So alternate your legs while keeping your arms extended up. Let's do one more on the right and the left. Go ahead and tuck those knees in. That was tough. Lower your feet down onto the mat. We're going to move into some leg lifts. So whenever you're ready, extend those feet up toward the sky. Make sure that your toes and your knees are turned out. We're going to lower our legs down and raise them back up. You can place your hands out to the side or down by your hips if it's a little bit easier on you. And it's also optional if you want to have your head and shoulders lifted or rested on the ground. On your next raise, keep those legs up in the air and we're going to draw a giant circle. So starting over to the right, lower it down and zip it up the left side. We're going to keep drawing circles in that same direction. Last one, going in the right direction. And now we're going to switch. Bring it down the left side and up the right side. Can you tell by my face that I hate these? And last one. Go ahead and tuck those knees in. So that basically marks the end of this workout. I'm going to move into a stretch here. Go ahead and face the front of your mat, make a butterfly position with your legs, take a deep breath and fold over. Slowly roll up from this position, extend those legs straight out in front of you. Take a deep breath, reach towards the sky, and fold over. Roll on up. Let's move those legs into a straddle position. Take a deep breath and reach toward the left side. Come back up to center, take another deep breath, and reach toward the right side. come out of that straddle position, make your way onto your knees. We're going to take a deep breath and reach overhead to that right side. You should feel this in your obliques. Slowly come back up to center. Take another deep breath and reach toward the left side. We're going to get a nice arm stretch now. Grab your left arm with your right hand, stretch it behind your head. Let's do the same on the other side. Extend your left arm and pull it across your chest. You can even wiggle out that left wrist if you want to. All right, let's bring it to the other side. Grab that right arm. And that is all I have. Thank you so much for joining me for this Pilates bar workout. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you have suggestions for new videos, leave them down below. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks again. Have a great day, guys.